We have new details on a News 4 Tucson investigation. Good evening, everybody, and thanks for joining us. I'm Sean Mooney.
And I'm Angelique Lazardi. Back in August, we brought you the story involving over 300 missing animals that were transferred from the San Diego Humane Society here to Tucson. The Humane Society of Southern Arizona says that they were all quickly relocated by a private rescue.
The controversy led to the nonprofit firing its previous CEO, Steve Farley, and a new temporary CEO put in place. And today, our chief investigative reporter, Cora Nylander, obtained a text message from a reptile breeder in the Phoenix area that sheds new light on the possible outcome for those missing small pets that many feared.
The discovery has now changed the course of this investigation. Chief investigative reporter Cora Nylander is joining us live right now outside the Humane Society of Southern Arizona with the latest developments. Chorus.
Yeah, well, Angelique, just as the Humane Society was getting ready to finalize its report on its third-party investigation into this whole situation, we were able to obtain some new evidence in the form of a text message that has blown this case wide open. Now they're having to sit down, look at everything much closer, and try and figure out what their next steps are.
We're utterly heartbroken about this development and the likely outcome of the animals.
It literally brought me to my knees. It was everything we've been worried about.
The Humane Society of Southern Arizona and San Diego Humane Society were both shocked to see this text message exclusively obtained by News 4 Tucson. After HSSA confirmed it had shipped the more than 300 rabbits, hamsters, guinea pigs, and rats to a man named Trevor Jones, whose brother Colton is a known reptile breeder in Mesa, I started calling other reptile breeders in the Phoenix area. One man who doesn't want to be identified told us he was approached by Colton in August to take some small pets off his hands as feeders, but he passed. He showed us this text message coming from Colton Jones' phone number, reading, quote, "Do you have the ability to freeze off a bunch of guinea pigs and or rabbits? I don't have the manpower or labor to be able to do it in time for the show, and it's too much for me." Our source says that show was a reptile show in Pomona, California, a few days later. It was sent August 8th, the day the Jones family received the shipment of pets from HSSA.
I don't think any other word other than heartbroken and devastated captures it.
HSSA's third-party investigator has concluded their investigation, but Garcia says our findings could have an impact.
Obviously, of course, there's new information that we just learned, and so that has an effect.
HSSA presented its case to Tucson police, who are now reviewing the evidence to determine if a crime took place. San Diego Humane Society President Dr. Gary Weitzman says this has been devastating for his staff who took care of the small pets for months.
We know these animals have to eat, and it needs to be done in the most humane possible way, and the source can never be from a humane society.
Thank you. I appreciate your work in all this, because I know that some of this came through you.
You unearth information, I understand, that really is important, and I'm really grateful to you for that.
And the Humane Society of Southern Arizona tells me they still expect that final report from their third-party investigator to be released in early December. They're now looking at all of their legal options, as well as the San Diego Humane Society. They're looking at civil and criminal possibilities out of this. They're encouraging anyone who may have significant information to help them along with this investigation to report it now to the Tucson Police Department. We have all the information you need to know over on our website, KVOA.com, on how you can do that if you do have anything you feel will be helpful in all of this. We're live outside the Humane Society of Southern Arizona tonight. I'm Cora Nylander, News 4 Tucson.
And just like Horace mentioned, we are continuing to cover this investigative story. Anyone with information can leave a tip with the number on your screen.